All right, so it took literally all day and a full shift of my actual real life job for the live stream to come out. I know there was a natural disaster going around and that kind of thing. I believe there was an earthquake that kind of derailed their actual scheduling here. But we're going to go ahead and look at the actual live stream. This is the first code, by the way. So if you want to go ahead and redeem that one right there, I can make it a little bit bigger. That way you guys can see it for a second. Boom. I'm also going to redeem this one as we speak just to see what it gives. Redeem successfully. It is a free 100 Stellar Jade for the compensation due to the delay. Anyway, let's go ahead here and then let's just resume out and watch the live stream just to see what is going on here.
In the last few days, our team has received some incredible intel from an anonymous source. A mysterious Stellaron burst has occurred aboard the Xianzhou Lafu. Today, we're lucky to have with us in the studio the Lafu Skyfaring Helm Master Madame Yukong, as well as Mr. Luocha.
This bird has a very deep voice.
Staying on the ship. Madame Yukong, what's the latest on the Lafu situation?
Well, for the most part, the Stellaron crisis has been brought under control. We've evacuated affected areas, and life has returned to normal in the safe zones.
I see.
I'm hoping that they give us more information on the actual events, because, like, again, I couldn't hear or like read or translate Chinese for the CN version that happened earlier today.
It was only thanks to the Cloud Knights and a fortuitous encounter with kindly strangers that I was able to escape unharmed.
That's the Xianzhou Alliance. I knew you guys had everything under control.
I should mention that over the course of this crisis, we've witnessed a lot of
I do find it weird that we have Luocha and then they had Jing Yuan on their live stream.
We now have 2 suspects in our custody, Blade and Kafka. Unfortunately, their accomplice is still on the loose.
Oh, you're talking about the hacker girl, right? Silverwolf? I heard she infiltrated the Xianzhou systems. They say she leaves behind a calling card.
Like this one?
Exactly, just like...
Your fake ID info's ready. This place is different from the rest of the space station. We're on Genius Society turf. Alright, let's get going. We have to move quickly.
This is kind of cool, actually.
It's a bait signal.
Her damn Rubik's Cube abilities.
You can challenge the space station. But challenge me?
Oh, Miss Kurudu.
Welcome to Billabong's History and Culture Museum.
Oh, this is like a full teaser of the entire patch, I guess. Yeah, they did show this off in the CN version. The like museum simulator that functions like the teapot in Genshin Impact. Yeah, Luocha.
So these are the suspects.
Let's settle this. Enough talk. Have at it.
This theme kind of slaps, I'm not gonna lie.
Never let your guard down in front of your enemy.
This theme is going absolutely insane. Holy. Also very loud.
And now, young man, allow me to give you a dignified...
Oh? I think that was from his story quest. Because like the CN version confirmed they were getting 4-star. Oh, here's the first redemption code. 1,000 Stellar Jade and 50,000 credits. That's actually not bad. ZTP TNM TX8 LUF. I will redeem that soon. Oh, there it is for you guys that need it. Redemptions are limited, so act fast. Only 1 redemption allowed per account. Lovely. This is like a 37-minute thing. So I don't know if I'm going to cut this at all or just kind of like let it rock, but I don't know. We'll find out. Well, they keep the code up there for a minute. I will say, Hoyoverse does know how to make some absolute banger soundtracks. I'm a very big fan of all the music in Star Rail right now. Alright.
And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. As always, it's your host and good buddy Albert. Welcome to the Honkai Star Rail version 1.1 Galactic Roaming Special
Ooh, yeah!
Oh, good to be here.
Everybody's so loud.
We've invited 3 special guests to be with us on the program. Introducing...
Hi guys, my name's Melissa Fun, and I voice Silverwolf.
Hey folks, my name's Craig Lee Thomas, and I voice Luocha.
Hi everyone, I'm Dawn M. Bennett, and I voice Yukong.
Pleasure to have you with us. And now, without further ado, let's get straight into Honkai Star Rail version 1.1. What's new, Craig?
Well, judging from the trailer we just saw, it looks like all 3 areas got some updates. Herta Space Station, Bellabog, and the Xianzhou Lafu.
Always good.
Noticed, but Silverwolf got the first bit of screen time. Just saying.
Oh, I believe, yeah, they did confirm the CN version that Silverwolf first and then Luocha.
I hear our notorious Stellaron Hunter is planning another visit to Genius Society territory soon. Let's take a close look at this little troublemaker.
Yeah.
Open the Silverwolf gameplay. I do heavily recommend summoning for Silverwolf, by the way. An absolutely insane debuffer, by the way.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, the first time we saw this mysterious girl was back at the start of the story.
That's right. It's hard to keep an air of mystery when you're the first one on the scene, but...
I think she couldn't have timed it better.
I think you couldn't have timed that better.
So, what role does Silverwolf have within the Stellaron Hunters?
She's a super hacker, essentially. Lots of technical know-how. If you've got a hack, she's got your back.
It's kind of scary how good she is.
Yeah.
Hacking the surveillance system on Herta Space Station? Not easy. That's how she located the Stellaron.
Let's not forget the Xianzhou. She hacked into the Laofu's systems and guided the Astral Express crew onto the ship.
You guys know that this is all pretty illegal, right?
Yeah. I guess what we're trying to say is Silverwolf is capable of breaking through any and all defense systems. That's why she's useful to the Stellaron Hunters.
I see.
I think they're just trying to tie in her like lore to her like abilities here.
I've been meaning to ask that too.
I think this is one of those things that I'm gonna skip because like we already kind of know what she does, and I think they're just gonna go over her kit.
Surprise to anyone, random allies attack type.
Yeah, so this is the so this is her E. Essentially, what it does is, when you use it, right, she has a chance to proc a random one of your allies' typings and apply that to one of the enemies to make them weak to it. It's a very, very powerful ability.
As an attack type which matches an enemy's weakness, Silverwolf can create a weakness that will correspond to an ally's
Boom, there you go.
Exactly.
So essentially, it's just she just forces them to be weak to you.
Damage to all enemies and reduces their toughness.
That's another thing. She basically like hard damage debuffs them, like really hard.
Silverwolf breaks an enemy's weakness with her technique. It triggers the quantum weakness break effect, right?
Yes, that's right.
Let's see.
What else did I mention?
They're probably just gonna go over her ult here.
Her ultimate.
It's just, it's like
Silverwolf's ultimate has a
negative like 80% damage, like defense on them. It's absolutely insane.
damage.
And it procs. It also procs before her damage goes off, so she gets the benefit of her own defense down for her ultimate, which is very, very nice. I think they're just gonna go over Luocha here, who is also ridiculous. I Also recommend summoning for Luocha if you can. Again, I don't recommend spending money, but if you can summon for Luocha, I highly suggest it, especially because he's gonna have Yukong on his banner. Essentially what Luocha does here, he has an auto proc heal, right, that doesn't take a skill point, which is kind of crazy. So basically what happens is, like, if you ever get low, Luocha will auto heal you, and then that goes on cooldown for a couple turns, and then again he can still heal regularly, but he can also then, you know, do other stuff, and all of his healing is based on his attack, so he does damage and he heals, plus being imaginary, which is very, very strong.
For ally HP.
Cool. It's like a force field of healing.
Yeah, he also has a force field. He can also cleanse debuffs. He can do a lot of very helpful stuff. When he comes out, I'll just go over his like entire kit in full. That way we actually like go over everything. But essentially, he's just an insane healer who can cleanse, remove buffs, remove debuffs, do pretty much everything. Yukong is absolutely insane, by the way. I think she might be the best Harmony character, like 4-star. What she essentially does is, like, she gives a multi-turn attack buff to the entire team, and every time every single one of your allies will do damage, she like will lose a stack of that. So you want to make sure that she has enough speed in order to keep that popped up. Another big thing about Yukong here is she is also a crit damage crit rate buffer with her ultimate, and I believe it scales off her own crit damage crit rate, so it goes hard. Absolutely insane amounts of like support here. There you go. I believe at max it gives like 80% crit damage. It's kind of ridiculous. I highly doubt that they're gonna leave it like that. Oh, then we have the light cones. Let's see, do they talk about what they actually do?
That's a mood.
The Silver Wolf energy is strong in this one.
You got that right. Someone don't want to tidy the room?
So true. She's like, I told you, Kafka. I'm gonna tidy it as soon as version 1.1 finishes downloading.
I guess they're not gonna tell us what her light cone does.
Is the path of abundances exit the coffin? See, it looks like a snapshot of Luocha talking to the coffin?
Wow, looks like some kind of thorny vines are emerging from beneath the lid.
Are they not gonna tell us what they do?
They are now.
The first phase.
Guess not. Yeah, here is Silver Wolf's banner, which from when the version update completes until the 28th of June. So her banner is going to be from whenever Jing Yuan, pretty much whenever Jing Yuan's banner ends. So let's take a look at Jing Yuan's banner. His ends in about 10 days. So I would say in about like 14 days ish, we're probably going to get, actually no, probably a little bit less than 14 days, probably like 11, 12 days. That's when Silver Wolf is going to come, and she's going to be around for about a month, I believe, because I think they're supposed to be around for 20 days total.
Part 1 in the character warp, contract 0. Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star character Silver Wolf.
I don't like her banner here. Dan Hung, Asta, and Serval. It's very,
Of the 5-star light
it's three free-to-play characters, you know, and like they're good, but I don't really enjoy it. And then Luocha comes out on the 28th and goes into the 18th. And his banner is significantly better because he has Pella, who's already coming back, Yukong, who's amazing, Luocha, who again is a healer who does amazing damage, and then Qingxia, which is like the goofy, funny ha gamble character, right? Very, very strong, very, very strong. I definitely recommend something for this banner over Silverwolf's banner, though I do think Silverwolf is worth putting some Jade into, just in case you get her, because she's a very, very solid debuffer that'll help a lot of teams. Luocha, I think, is just more important for a lot of people because getting multiple healers is very, very huge right now, and plus Yukong is crazy as a buffer. So I definitely recommend something on that banner. Oh, and here's the other redemption code. I'll just leave this on. Actually, I don't even need to pause it. They leave it on screen for so goddamn long. Yeah, so there's the redemption code. Oh, very, very good. I believe it's 400 Stellar Jade total, plus a couple other little mini rewards, which is very nice. We definitely take those. So far, like, from what I know about this patch from watching the CN one earlier today, There is a lot of really, really good stuff coming to the game that is genuinely healthy for it, and it makes me feel very, very bad for Genshin Impact players. Because Genshin Impact, I feel like it doesn't get this much love and support. Like, there's a lot of things in Genshin Impact that I wish would get, like, that Honkai would bring over to them. That are just, like, generic quality of life stuff, but we're gonna get in Honkai Star Rail, and that's absolutely amazing. I just wish Genshin Impact would get that kind of love. It probably make people play it more. Because I believe we're also getting new story, like actual stories quests in this as well.
Version 1.1 has lots of events and gameplay updates. And a little bird told me there's an event connected to Silverwolf on the way.
Okay, yeah, so this is the event that they're talking about. Which is, I believe you're going around the Herta space station trying to get rid of like her graffiti that's everywhere, and like investigating what Silverwolf is doing on the Herta space station. They didn't really give a whole lot of details of what you're actually going to be doing, but it's pretty much you run around, like there's graffiti on the wall, and then you find it.
Still, artists need an outlet.
It's like a lost and found kind of thing, like a hide and seek. And we can already see the rewards here. These tracks of Destiny stuff, those are very, very strong. We definitely need a lot of those. Of course, Stellar Jade, we get a free light cone, some EXP books, some enhancement materials, and then some credits. Very, very good. I believe they do show...
Be fine. He's got a few hacks.
He's a robot, right?
Get to meet a new Genius Society member, one of Madame Herta's collaborators, Screwlum. He'll be
Screwlum.
too.
Boy,
Interesting.
have we seen Screwlum before somewhere?
I think we saw a hologram portrait of him in Herta's office. He's a robot, right?
A robot Genius Society member.
Interesting.
Interesting. I bet he's got a few hacker skills up his sleeve.
He does look pretty cool.
Sure, we'll be fine.
He does also in the support memory, or not the support, the
Actually faced off against each other once. You can see a snapshot of their fight in the "We Will Meet Again" light cone.
it is a pretty interesting light cone.
GIF soon.
And then where is the light cone that they show off here?
With the artwork.
So cool.
Nice.
And then here is the free to play light cone here.
Unlock the limited force
I don't believe they tell us what it actually does.
Complete the event mission to obtain Always Smiling, which can be exchanged in the event shop for limited light cone special superimposition material, as well as Stellar Jade.
Hey, that's another good-looking light cone. Not to change the subject or anything, but I gotta ask. Is that Albert merch I'm seeing over there?
It looks so fluffy. I want one.
I really wish they would tell us what these light cones do. That would make things a little bit more exciting. Especially because, like, you know, that's like the main incentive here. They're just showing us the image, which, I mean, like, they look cool, but I really just want to know what they do.
Bog has finally emerged from the Stellaron shadow.
And then they show off the museum event, where you essentially get drafted by, like, Pella and Serval to help run a museum, investigate stolen stuff, and recreate a museum. And it apparently is not a limited time event. Like, this is gonna go on. Like, it says limited time event duration, but they mentioned that it's gonna last. And this is the main thing here. Not only is it giving relic XP, which is very, very good, it's also giving the self-modulating resin, which allows you to completely pick whatever main stat you want on a 5-star relic. Very, very strong, incredibly strong material here, and I really need those. Those are really nice. Definitely get stuff like a crit damage, crit rate P, speed boots, ERR rope, or an elemental damage thing. Yeah.
So what does that involve exactly?
Yeah, you help run a museum.
Blazer can do things like collect exhibits and enlist other individuals to improve the overall experience for visitors. After achieving specific operational goals, they can accumulate funds to expand the museum's exhibits and gradually unlock limited time rewards, such as Stellar Jade, Lost Crystals, and self-modeling resin.
Sounds like fun. I'm sure it'll be a piece of cake.
When the limited time event is over, the museum will remain as a mode within the game.
So yeah, there we go.
Users can return to the museum at any time to check out the collection and catch up with colleagues.
Of course, if
Well,
you encounter
so not only are you going to get the limited time rewards, but you're also going to be able to keep running the museum after the event ends.
please don't hesitate to get in touch with the IPC. Wait, you can have the service.
In stellar
And then, oh, what is this? Oh, I skipped it. So this event gives relic crafting materials as well as a bunch of other stuff,
Stellar Flare,
which
contains a new challenge
I'm not entirely sure what this does, because like all the icons for the event is
stage in Stellar Flare
ability
has
icons.
and corresponding special mechanism. Trailblazers will have to think outside the box and use any advantages offered by the mechanisms to complete the stage in as few turns as possible.
So it's like a speedrun event.
Hall to me.
The difference with Stellar Flare is that the special mechanisms might require completely new ways of thinking about combat. For example, in some stages, using your skill doesn't consume skill points. In others, damage dealt when breaking an enemy's toughness is increased, but the enemy's toughness will be immediately restored.
Huh, sounds pretty cool.
Interesting.
But I'm
Very
sure
gimmicky
someone
event.
will take care of it in one turn.
That sample damage going crazy, huh?
Haven't leveled up enough characters. Is it impossible?
They do give you trial characters for every single one of these.
Trial characters
I'm pretty sure that's it. No. So they also give the double on everything. I don't know if this is.
number of daily
Did they mention how many times we get to do this?
suited to the theme.
You don't say.
I know I'm kind of like speedrunning the live stream, but like we did see a lot of this in the CN version.
Recently, the cosmos has entered a turbulent cycle, and the calyxes are unusual.
It's gonna be for a full week.
Reality data contained within them has grown exponentially.
Huh, which means...
It means that over a fixed time period, Trailblazers have a set number of daily attempts to obtain double the rewards from
It's probably 3.
Leveling up, here we
It's
go.
probably 3.
The next event
Definitely
we'll talk about
grind
is
this out as much as possible.
In position. Wen Sherling is a Department of Implement Arts researcher on Herta Space Station, and she's currently preparing research topics needed for the next quarter. However, the Antimatter Legion's invasion has messed up her progress.
Interesting. Mainly just Stellar Jade stuff.
Sherling has asked the Trailblazer to help her collect monster materials for use in her research topic. If the Trailblazer collects and submits the experimental
Oh, actually gives trace materials. Okay.
they can receive corresponding rewards.
I got a question, Dawn.
Fire away.
These are Space Station and Belobog events, right? Aren't there any events or missions on the Xianzhou Luofu?
You beat me to it.
Oh.
That's exactly what I was about to bring up. In version 1.1,
And then we get the 4-story quests.
destined for the Xianzhou Luofu. These missions will involve Bailu, Yanqing, and Luocha. As for the specifics, I'm gonna keep that a secret for now. We can't go.
This is the thing I think I'm most excited for, because usually these are pretty good in like Engine Impact, so I'm hoping that all of them are really good here.
Give us a little something. We're on the edge of our seats here.
Yeah, come
We
on.
did see, I think, a brief little snapshot of Yanqing's one where he was fighting.
The girl with the blindfold in the
Yeah,
opening
yeah,
trailer.
that.
And now, young man, allow me to give you a dignified end.
I was wondering who she was.
Well, all I'll say is that she and the Xianzhou have a complicated past. And her appearance on the Xianzhou leads
That's
to a
very
last
interesting.
encounter with Cloud Knight Lieutenant Yin Qing. And that's all you're getting. Sorry.
Just from that cutscene alone, I think these are going to be really, really cool to play through. I think they're about to give you the last code here. Oh, no. So they show off this, which is another free multi that's going to be running from the version update until the 18th. So when Luocha's banner leaves, you get a single pull every single day except for day 3 and day 7, where you're going to get 2 on day 3 and 3 on day 7 to get a full multi. Perfectly for free. Just log in for a week, which is very, very nice.
Acquire 10 Star Rail special
Just
passes.
incredibly nice. There are going to be so many people that are going to get Luocha or Silver Wolf completely for free from this.
System updates.
This is all. It also adds. Yeah. Okay. This is amazing. Okay. So that also adds the ability to track enemies, so that way you don't have to just follow like a path in like a map or anything like that. You can actually just do it in game, and it will immediately ping to the next enemy. It's like, oh, I want to track this to get materials for. I guess they showed off Natasha. So You click it, you say, I want to track them, and then you track them basically until you have no more left on the field. This also pretty much just works for everything. Anything that drops materials that you want. They're also getting the chat function.
You mean, aside from
Yippee.
helping friends through support assist,
We can
them
finally
messages too?
bother our friends with messages.
New acquaintances.
That's the spirit of trailblazing right there.
Oh,
Yippee.
Albert, what's your account? Let me add you.
What?
I need to add you. You can be my personal IPC customer service. What do you think?
Hello. Hey, don't get any ideas because I nearly made up a service that doesn't exist.
So you don't want to add me? Guess I'll just have to hack you.
Weird.
We can negotiate.
And then I think they give
Count me.
the last code here. DB7A64B18LC7. Very, very nice. I'll leave that on screen for a little bit, and then I'm pretty sure that's the last thing that they talk about for 1.1, which honestly does seem to be a very, very good update. And then they give, okay, yeah, so this is the thing, and then they show this, which seems to be when version 1.1 actually launches, which is going to be on June 5th, which is, I believe, next week. It's either next week or the week after. It is Monday the week, so right here. This is when the patch apparently goes live. Very cool. I think this is like all around just like a good patch. Let's just redeem the codes real quick. Pretty sure they're right here. Thanks to this guy for putting them just in the thing here. Boom. There's one code. Then we're gonna copy paste the next one. And boom. Nice. And then finally the last code here. Make sure that you do this before these codes expire. They tend to only last the day of actually being released. Oh, I already used this one. Oops, let's use the other one then. It's this one, I believe. Well, there we go. And we should have everything in the mail. Oh, and then you got the highlights page here. People were talking about like a free 4-star, which was like a free 4-star Yukong, and I didn't see that anywhere in there unless I'm like trolling. So let's take a look at the highlights and see if I missed it. I don't think I did, but let's just take a look here. Once it loads. I don't believe I missed anything. Actually, does this have the light cone information? Oh, light cone information. Okay. This is good. This is good. So this is on Super Imposition 1. Increases the wearer's effect hit rate by 24% when the wearer deals damage to an enemy with 3 or more debuffs. Increases crit rate by 12%. After the wearer uses their basic attack, skill, or ultimate, there is a 100% chance to implant Ether Code on a random target that does not have it yet. Targets with Ether Code receive 12% more damage for 1 turn. Interesting. What about Luocha's? Increases the wearer's attack by 24%. After the wearer uses ultimate, all allies gain 12 speed for 1 turn. That's really good. Additionally, for each different enemy the wearer attacks, regenerate 3 energy. Each attack can regenerate energy in this way up to 3 times. Okay. So he wants to be attacking multiple different enemies. I believe this works with one of his abilities that auto hits one of the enemies. And this is the free 4-star light cone. Increases the wearer's effect hit rate by 20%. When the wearer attacks enemies that have reduced defense, regenerates 4 energy. Not bad, considering that she's going to automatically get that from her actual like ultimate ability here. Environmental visuals. This is the museum. Events, we have the login bonus. This reward here that gives you the free-to-play Lycone. This one looks at self-modulating resin. I'm not seeing a free literal 4-star here. I guess people were talking about because it's like you get a free 10 pull. Nope. Planar fissure. During the event, planar ornaments obtained from immersion device will be doubled when challenging the simulated universe. The number of daily double rewards is limited and can be viewed on the planar fissure event page. Okay, is this at the same time as the Ley Line one? Or the Calyx? 23. No, this is different. They didn't talk about this. Okay, this is good then. Definitely grind simulated universe when this comes out. We got this event, which gives you ascension materials, pretty much, the talent materials, and then the double Calyx. Nothing about a free-to-play actual 4-star character, except the fact that you're getting a free 10 pull, which will guarantee you a 4-star. Honestly, a really, really good update. These light cones are really good. I think Luocha's is definitely better, because he's getting energy recharge, he's getting attack, he's giving all your allies speed when he uses his ultimate. It's just crazy. I think he's definitely probably just the best character in the batch, like by far. So definitely very excited for when they come out. I don't think they're gonna have, yeah, it's just talking about what he does here. But yeah, I definitely think this is an insanely good patch here. I'm very excited to see everything that comes with it. I really do hope we're getting new actual story in it. That would be really, really hype. I know we're getting the story quests here, but I would really like actual story modes. Also, there's these, which just put more the warp trotters into the combat that'll spawn randomly. So anyway, let me know what you guys do about version 1.1. I think it's amazing. I think there's a lot of really cool stuff in there. I'm definitely going to be playing so much of it when it comes out. Probably way too much than I really need to be. So let me know what you guys feel about it in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.